Hello and welcome. I'm Flatcap, and today we bring you the remake of Demon Souls done by Bluepoint and originally by From Software. This is on the PlayStation 5 and we'll be bringing you the walkthrough. I'm not going to go too deep. We will try and collect every item, but the main aim of this is to try and get you as close to the platinum as possible. If you're doing it on one character, it will take you a couple of playthroughs if you miss anything to try and get it done. Other than that, I do advise that you play a couple of different builds to try and get what you need, like a faith build for all the spells, and obviously a magic build as well. But we'll try and cover everything as we go. Episodes will be around about 30 minutes. Helps if I put my surname in. Okay, build. We're doing primarily a strength build on this, so you could go for the knight if you wanted to. It's got high strength and decent dexterity, and you do get a decent sword and armor and shield. But we're going to go with a temple knight. Slightly less dexterity, decent strength, soul level 4. Thing is, it gives us the talisman and the access to spells, utility spells early on in the game, which were going to come quite handy. Now, starting gift. A lot of these items here you can pick up in the world and collect as you go. The only thing you can't collect is a providential ring. That will raise his item discovery, so it's really helpful for farming and getting you those extra loot drops for crafting and everything early on in the game. You can spend as much time as you want going through all this, but I'm just going to do a quick preset. Let's have a look. Now, go for him. We will change his hair. Okay.
King Allant the 12th, by channeling the power.
I will skip all the cutscenes. I mean, you can watch them at your own leisure as well. So here we are in game. Now, this area that we're going to go through initially, a quick chat on it, is basically a tutorial. You don't need to worry about it too much. It'll only teach you the basics. Like if you come through here now, read the message, and it tells you about the R1 attack. If you're unfamiliar with a Souls type game, please read all these and then you'll get used to the different controls and the aspects of the gameplay. Now, as we're really low level, you'll see here we do a really slow roll, which is called a fat roll. So we're going to take a little bit of armor off. And that'll give us a little bit of a speedier roll. Like you see here, there's another little message here. border on the back of the hood, just in case it gave us a little bit more backing. I'm going to take that off. Crescent moon grass that we just picked up is the lowest form of healing. As you can see, we've got 4 now, the bottom here. Now, I think it does tell you here what to do. There you go. Left on your directional hold and 0 to bolt over it. As he comes to you now, you'll see that they'll run at you and then they'll jump at you. What you can do is just swing around the back of them. There you go, to do your parry. After he's finished his fit. I think as well with, I don't know if it's across all border weapons, but definitely on the halberd, if you get them at the right reach, you'll get maximum DPS, instead of like hitting them on like the back end of the hilt. Okay, we just run around the back here. There should be an item to pick up. And then straight to the archstone. You'll see here as well, these enemies that we're coming across are like standard enemies. You will come across ones with blue eyes, they're like a stronger enemy. And then obviously you'll get ones with red eyes as well. We'll see the blue ones now as we go around here. Oh, he missed the parry. And then there'll be another red eye, blue eye one here as well. There's a healing item. Be an enemy up here, just run at him. Unknown warrior soul. Now these they're usables, and they'll give you a certain amount of souls. Now they will different named conventions throughout the game. Some will give you a lot more souls, some are a lot more rarer. And obviously you have your common ones as well, which give you less souls. And obviously souls is your main currency for leveling up and for crafting and things like that. archer here. Let's heal up. And then through the fog gate. Got one enemy to our left here. It's another swordsman. Come on, mate. Come on. And down there, there should be another item down here. And like I said, this is only a tutorial. But we have a boss here, which is beatable. But to a degree, you're kind of expected to die. Now, he has a massive axe. An ugly owl thing. Big fat ass on it. He will do like a horizontal swing at you. And a slam with the axe as well, I think. And also, the main thing is, we need to get behind him and stay behind him. So he's staying out of the range of those attacks. And hit him in the arse, really. But other than that, when you stay too close to his arse, he will lift up in the air and then slam back down, doing an area effect damage on you if you're too close. So just pull away and then move back in. I will try and explain this as we go through the fight as well. Okay, let's do it. Try and get behind him. Yeah, he lifts up. Pull back. Don't get too greedy on your hits. And then back in. I normally do try and do two, because he swings around quite quick. And he'll lift up again, pull out. This is the only other problem you have when he gets really close to a wall. As you can see, there's a bit of a pain. Just take your time and don't panic, because he will one-shot you. And the camera is not your friend sometimes, as you can see then. Only takes one mistake and he'll just end you. If you're unsure, just roll. Just get back on his arse. Pull back. Back in. Pull out. And back in. And there we go. Touch Heartstone. You get the Grey Demon Soul, which does, I think, gives you basically, you can craft at a certain point in the game. You can craft his axe. No items around here. It's run towards the end here. So this is the advantage if you do actually get to kill the demon. Because like you say, normally you would die and you'd go straight on to the next part. But to be honest, it's inevitable. Let's make sure we've got everything. Like I say, it's inevitable. So as you go forward now, you're going to punch your lights out. Like I say, if you did die to the demon, you would come straight here. Do not worry about it if you're following the walkthrough. All you're missing out on is a couple of crafting material and a few souls, and that is it. Everything else is exactly the same. Now, quickly here, before we go any further, you can't level up yet. These are the archstones of the places we need to go to. If we go to the second one, you'll soon see now. It's sealed. That's where we're going to be going in the moment. Gates of Boletaria. You got a few characters around here. You can talk to this one here.
Well, you slipped through the fissure.
Stop by Thomas.
Thomas. But I would be happy to lighten your load.
This is where you organise your storage box.
Best of luck to you.
Because you can only carry a certain amount of items. So things that we're not going to use, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just take that off there. We're not going to be using these for now. We're only going to use the small healing items. So things like this we can click on and send to storage. We're not going to be using these at the moment. And there's your, for killing the Vanguard Demon, there's your Grey Demon Soul. Now, crafting materials, if you start collecting loads of them, they will weigh you down, so it will take up item space. So all you need to do is send all of them to storage. You don't need to be carrying them to actually use them. I'll show you in a second. I think that's everything. Oh, the Iron Helm, we'll send that as well.
You the names, it's something trade with your souls.
We've got Baldwin now, so if we upgrade our weapon, we need crafting materials to bring the halberd up to +1 hardstone shard, which we've already put into storage, but as you can see, it doesn't make any difference. You don't need to be carrying them, you still use them.
Do come back alive.
Now we will go around the Nexus in the further episode, just to have a walk round to find out who's here, who's not here, and what you can do here. But the main thing is we need to get through the whole of the first level, kill the boss, then we can come back, and then that unlocks a few things for us, especially leveling up. Alright, there's an item just behind us here. before we go any further... Is it here? No, it's further up here. Now, in each world, there's normally a boss. We need to kill the bosses in each world. Now, by killing bosses, it pushes your tendency. As you can see, if you look along the bottom there, that's kind of that's your neutral position. In each one, like if you look at Boletarian Palace on left-hand side, as we kill bosses, that'll get brighter and brighter, and eventually it'll go to pure white. Now, there's a few things we want to keep it there because there's things you can collect in pure white. World tendency, like different items and different access to doors that weren't there before and things like that. And on the flip side of that, at some point we'll be bringing worlds down to pure black, where there's different events and different access to different things. Same principle of it being pure white. But we'll go through them as we actually, you know, come to them. And also you have character tendency, where you can go to pure white. That basically means being good, not killing NPCs, helping other players out, i.e. like killing another invader or helping somebody with a boss. That'll push it towards pure white. And there's also key NPCs, enemies that you need to kill throughout the playthrough, which will then push you towards white as well. And then obviously being not so nice, killing NPCs, invading players and killing them, will push you towards the dark side. So, the dark side, it's fucking Star Wars. So white is good, black is not, but we need both to get all the items in the game. Now, just a quick key one. If we go, well, we're going to be going to pure white. That's in this world sooner rather than later. And as you can see down here, see over there, there's quite a few items to pick up. Here, there's a gate, and it's locked. As soon as we go to pure white, without even telling you, that gate will open, and it gives us access to another thing there. Anyway, let's move on. And also, you can see there, while I'm doing that animation, called iframes, the other guy can't harm me. Now that we just dropped and picked up of him then is called pine resin. That means we can apply flame to a right hand weapon. And they also, mainly the ones with the fire, they either drop the pine resin, which is a slightly rarer drop, and also they drop fire bombs. Now the first boss we're going to be coming across later on is very weak to fire. So we'll be definitely needing them. So we may even do a little bit of farming to get even more pine resin so we can finish the boss quicker rather than... It's just easier, that's all. You can do it without fire, it's not a problem, but it just makes it a little bit easier. Try and run up close to here so the archer can't get you. Oh, I got both of them. Nice. There's an enemy just around the corner here ready to pounce on you. Oh, you little bitch. Right, we're not going to have them on yet. And we're not going to have them on. See there, we got 5 fire bombs anyway. Now there's 2 enemies here. If you are careful, you can pull one at a time. And then through the fog gate. Now there's a few traps here. They throw fire bombs at you and just basically be pain in the arse. Nail breaker. Now here, as you run up these stairs here, I don't think there's anything else here, no. As you run up these stairs here, somebody's going to throw a bomb on you to try and trap you, and then at the top there's 2 guys with the flame swords who are going to run straight up and weave in between both of them. Oh, he still got me. Best laid plans and all that. Excuse me. There's an item there we don't need to worry about for a minute. We will get that. Item just down here. Now that item we mentioned before. Up here there's an enemy and he's going to roll that boulder down on you. So run up halfway up here and then scuttle back down to about here. As you'll see now. And that boulder will break this open so we can get the item, which is the bastard sword. And then just run back round again. Pain in the ass it is. Obviously the weapon clips. Let's bring him down here. In confined spaces, these longer weapons, especially the halberd, it just clips off a wall, so you can't actually attack them. Stop firing them at me. You know, I mentioned earlier on about the different enemy archetypes. We've seen the blue-eyed ones. If you look down there, There's one with red eyes. We're not going to go down there yet because he'll just kick your ass. So instead, we're going to go this way. And as you can see, we've got another blue-eyed coming up. Backstab for the win. That there would be going for another fog-laden, going through the progression route. Also, there's an item down there that we do need. But before we do that, what time are we on? Before we do that, we're going to go that way. And there is a reason why we're going to go that way. So guys, thank you very, very much. If I've missed anything or you think this can be improved, just leave a comment below. Other than that, we'll see you in episode 2.